Aloha from Kilipohe ki Kanilahua and Halepohaku. Day 2 of painting pretty much looks the same as it did yesterday, except for the fact that the entire interior is done, at least white. I learned some things about the sprayer from, I rented one from another guy. So, as you can see, this area here, this has 2 coats of primer. Try to pan a little slower. 2 coats of primer here. And then right about here is just 1 coat of primer. And I think I have the overspray issue resolved. Ernesto, who's not Spanish in any way, but has a Spanish sounding name, told me that what you need to do is, the sprayer is just to put the paint on the surface. And then you got to come and smooth it out with a roller or a brush. So that is true to a certain extent, and you can see a lot of roller marks like in this section here where I went over this. So all of this was sprayed with the sprayer and then rolled with a 3-inch roller, because that's all that will go on the little 2x4s here. So that took a long time. Pretty much all afternoon. I think I started at about 11 and it's now, almost 5. So there you go. Primer inside. Oli asked me if it wouldn't be a better idea to put the roof up and then I could paint inside even if it was raining. And that's true, but I would have to paint without the sprayer. There's no way you could use a sprayer inside. It would just be a mess. And I definitely have to do all the purlins and the rafters by hand. And these definitely only have 1 coat. These ones down here on the end, and they look a little ragged, but I don't know, if I was resolved to just hand painting the whole thing, I could do that. Thank goodness I have flooring, because I was going to use this plywood as my floor, but it's a mess now. Paint all over it. Haven't you ever heard of masking tape? Anyway, the baseboard has 2 coats all the way around. The outside rafters and purlins, I did those from the inside. And that, if you're spraying just from a distance, it works out pretty good. The outside of this fascia probably could use another coat, probably the other side too, but I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it. Ernesto was suggesting that I'll probably end up needing 2 coats of top coat on. I have 10 gallons. I bought 12 gallons of primer today and ended up using just I think 3. So I'll have plenty of primer for tomorrow. Scratch that. I'm not going to prime tomorrow. I am going to do a top coat on the exterior. And he suggests 2 coats of that. Says it'll do 1,000 square feet. Anyway, it's my work area. I'm a lot more messy today because I was in contact with a lot more of the paint. As far as the the roller and the brush go, but I don't have nearly as much paint in my system as I did yesterday, just because he said to keep close, spray close, and stop short. So as you're spraying, keep the sprayer right up against the work And then when you get down to the end, of course I didn't do it here, you get down to the end, stop before you get to the end, and then you'll be alright. I don't know. I'm not going to be a house painter by profession, so I think it'll be alright. So that's it. It's a gorgeous day. Wish I could do something besides paint, but it's a good day for painting. So back into Teddy, back over to the Holly. Time for beer.